I mean, there were really two conjoined twin sisters named Violet and Daisy Hilton. Um, the very first thing that the show does is it flips them. They
On
are not
opposite
in the
sides.
order that they are in the show. They really were kept under lock and key by a man named Meyer Myers, who would exhibit them and tour them in sideshows and other
And they did go to
places.
court for their emancipation,
They
and
very
then
much did.
they went on to vaudeville.
They met Houdini on the circuit, and he was a close confidant and was encouraging of them seeking their own emancipation. Um, right up until the spoiler alert for those that don't know the show, right up until the marriage ceremony at the Texas Centennial, all of these things happened.
So let's talk a little bit about our Hilton sisters.
Oh my God.
Because as you say, you can't do this show without them. And I will admit, I was stuck for a very long time of, well, we don't have twins, or we don't have sisters, or we don't have women that look enough alike.
And I said,
We
Jim,
can't
it's a
do.
concert. It's a concert.
Well, I think part of that came from because they were real people. I wanted to be respectful of that, and sometimes you do that, you get in your own way.
Jim, they weren't even identical twins.
No, they weren't.
They
You
were
look at those photos; they're not.
there's two ways you could go about it. You either have to lean into it and go, "Yep, we're gonna cast. We're gonna pull an Emily Skinner and Alice Ripley," or you don't care. We again, we're doing a concert version. I think by telling the story, I think by singing the out of that music, we are doing it justice. Um, our
And then when you suggested to me, yeah, but we have Johanna and Samantha,
oh my God,
all reservations went out the window.
those two women open their mouths to sing, and all you can do is sit there and go, please, more. They sing in the show, I'm Daisy, I'm Violet, we're nothing alike. You know, we acknowledge it.
Very much so. Well, and again, one of the things that I had running through my brain was there is that clause in the description of the show that says, for certain storytelling reasons, this character must be African American, this character must be Caucasian. So I was like, how does this get confusing if we don't follow that? And then I think we just decided, no, it doesn't.
And we have honored those stipulations as well.
Yes,
Those
very
particular
much so.
contractual stipulations are for the character of Jake, and I completely understand why, and for the character of
Buddy.
Buddy. And 100%, I understand that, and that was part of our conscious decision of who's playing Daisy and who's playing Violet, so that story can ring true.
Otherwise, it was a thought I had after we made the decision. Daisy is a role that Samantha will never get to play anywhere else, probably.
Likely not.
And she deserves to sing a Harry Krieger score that is not Dreamgirls.
Yes. Although she's done Dreamgirls.
She's done Dreamgirls, and from what I've seen, was brilliant. But she
And
deserves to sing his material that is not pigeonholed into that one
And
thing.
that's the thing too, is I firmly believe that we have the opportunity. We should be encouraging ourselves to find ways that broaden the ability to play roles. Not everyone will agree with our decisions, but we went into this with this was not a blind choice. This was a conscious choice. And making sure that we are still telling the story we want to tell with sorry, this is difficult to phrase because we want to tell the story with sincerity, but also broaden who can tell these stories. So
Well, and I think one of the reasons that we finally landed on the show was you had brought up a very good point when we were having that post-strike conversation in the meeting house, that it is a show about othered people. And
we're finally circling back to the question of why this show, why now?
yes.
We're going to have to break this up into like 3 videos.
When you said this is a show about othered people, when you said that plus your casting idea, I went, okay, yeah, no, I see how we're doing this now. And I think very much that is the answer to why this show, why now. Sort of on that note, whenever I'm directing a piece or even just choosing a piece for someone else to direct that I'm producing or whatever, my question is always, okay, what is my in? Like, what is it about this? What is the thing about this text that makes me go, yes, I need to dig more into that? For this one, it's the very clever is not the right word, but it's the excellent use of wordplay where the first number is "come look at the freaks," with the meaning of come see these things that make you uncomfortable, come peer, come look, come be entertained by this. And then we get to the end of the show and it's the girls singing "come look at the freaks," meaning we have chosen how we're going to present our story. Come look at us, see us. And I think that for me was this is a group of marginalized people saying, no, see us as we are. And that felt very important for me to be doing right now.